everyone. Today we'll discuss the part 60 of the important notes for biochemistry. In the phenylketonuria, the urine is actually having mousy or musty odor. In the maple syrup urine disease or the MSUD, the urine is actually having maple syrup odor. In the isovaleric acidemia, the urine is having sweaty feet or the cheesy odor. In the Hawkinson-urea disease, the urine is having somewhat swimming pool type odor. In the glutaric acidemia, the urine is having sweaty feet odor. In the multiple carboxylase deficiency, the urine is having tomcat urine type odor. In the hypermethionemia, the urine is having boiled cabbage type odor. In the tyrosinemia, the urine is having boiled cabbage or rancid butter type odor. In the trimethylaminiuria, the urine is having rotten fish type odor. In the 3-hydroxy-3-methyl glutaric aciduria, the urine is having cat urine type odor. Now the very important mucopolysaccharidosis, most commonly and frequently asked during exams. The 1H Hurler disease, which is actually an autosomal recessive disorder, there is deficiency of the alpha-L iduronidase enzyme, and this causes the accumulation of the dermatan sulfate and the heparan sulfate. Now the 1HE syndrome, which is actually an autosomal recessive disorder, it is caused due to deficiency of the alpha-L iduronidase enzyme and causes accumulation of the dermatan sulfate. Now the 2-Hunter syndrome, which is actually a X-linked recessive disorder, it is caused due to deficiency of the iduronate sulfatase enzyme and it causes accumulation of the dermatan sulfate and heparan sulfate. Now the 6-Meroteaux-Slamy syndrome, which is actually an autosomal recessive disorder, it is caused due to deficiency of the aryl sulfatase B and causes accumulation of the dermatan sulfate. Now next is the hyperlipoproteinemias, which is again a very frequently asked question. So first of all, the type 1 or the familial hyperchylomicronemia, which is an autosomal recessive disorder and caused due to deficiency of the lipoprotein lipase enzyme or the ApoC2, and it causes accumulation of the chylomicrons, VLDL and the triglycerides. Type 2A or the familial hypercholesterolemia, it is an autosomal dominant disorder, and over here there is absent or defective LDL receptors or the ApoB100 and it causes accumulation of the cholesterol or LDL. Now type 2B familial hyperlipoproteinemia, and over here the defect is unknown and it causes accumulation of the VLDL, LDL, triglycerides and the cholesterol. The type 3 or the dys-beta lipoproteinemia or the broad beta disease, which is actually an autosomal recessive disorder, it is caused due to deficiency of the ApoE, which causes accumulation of the chylomicron remnants, VLDL remnant or the IDL, triglyceride and the cholesterol. Now next is the sphingolipidosis, again very frequently asked question. Now first of all we have the Niemann-Pick disease, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, and it is caused due to deficiency of the sphingomyelinase enzyme, which causes accumulation of the sphingomyelin. Gaucher's disease, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, and there is deficiency of the beta-glucosidase enzyme or glucocerebrosidase enzyme, which causes accumulation of the glucosylceramide. Krabs disease, that is autosomal recessive disorder, and there is deficiency of the beta-galactosidase enzyme, which causes accumulation of the galactosylceramide. Fabry's disease, which is an X-linked recessive disease, and there is deficiency of the alpha-galactosidase enzyme, which causes accumulation of the ceramide trihexoside. Farber's disease, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, there is deficiency of the ceramidase enzyme, which causes accumulation of the ceramide. The Tay-Sachs disease, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, it is caused due to deficiency of the hexosamidase A enzyme and causes accumulation of the GM2 ganglioside. Sandoff disease, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, and it is caused due to deficiency of the hexosamidase A and B enzyme, which causes accumulation of the GM2 ganglioside. Metachromatic leukodystrophy, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, it is caused due to deficiency of the aryl sulfatase A enzyme and causes accumulation of the cerebroside sulfate. GM1 gangliosidosis, it is due to deficiency of the beta-galactosidase. Now very important, glycogen storage disease, again a very frequently asked question. Von Gerg's disease, which is caused due to deficiency of the glucose 6-phosphatase enzyme and causes accumulation of the glucose 6-phosphate. Pompe's disease, it occurs due to deficiency of the acid maltase enzyme and causes accumulation of the glycogen in the lysosomes. Cody's disease, deficiency of the debranching enzyme and causes accumulation of the lipidextrins. Anderson disease, there is deficiency of the branching enzyme and causes accumulation of the amylopectin. McArdle's disease, it is caused due to deficiency of the muscle phosphorylase and it causes accumulation of the muscle glycogen. Hirsch's disease, it is caused due to deficiency of the liver phosphorylase enzyme and it causes accumulation of the liver glycogen. So that's all for today. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much.